This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Today I'm showing you a clip of Charlamagne signing a $200 million contract. Check this clip out.
So as you mentioned, Charlamagne, it was 2020 when you started it, and I believe it was a 5-year deal. So your renewal is coming up with iHeart. Do you plan to renew?
You know what's so interesting about 2020? That it was COVID, right? And so being that it was COVID, like, everybody that I reached out to said yes to the Black Effect Podcast Network. And that's why we were able to launch with 20 plus, 20 plus different podcasts. But that's crazy you knew that.
I was going to say, how do you know this?
Because when the press release says it was a 5-year deal, and the press release came out December 2020, and we're almost there.
Guys, Carrie can read.
Carrie can read.
That's amazing. You learned anything today. So I don't think you answered my question.
Yeah. We call that the weave, I learned.
The bob and weave.
Saw Donald Trump say that on Flagrant, the weave.
So we don't...
She's waiting for you.
Can you answer the question?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is, your deal with iHeart expires at the end of this year. Are you going to renew with iHeart?
Why not?
I don't like to talk business. It's not the place to talk business.
Yeah, I mean, we're having a lot of fun.
Media conference.
We have a lot of time to decide that. So we'll let you know December 31st at 11:59 p.m.
See,
good answer.
What you guys are kind of alluding, though, is that you're talking around. Like, your options are...
I'm not alluding to nothing.
Okay.
I said I'm weaving.
Now you're doing the Dougie.
There are options outside of iHeart. It seems to be what we're hearing.
This part stands out because the conversation centers on scale, timing, and what big deals represent culturally.
Big news in the area of media and entertainment. Charlamagne signs a seismic deal, $200 million. Congratulations to him. I hope everybody realized I called it from day one. Right, I called it from when people say he was getting fired. I said no chance in hell. He has leverage over iHeartMedia. They need him. They actually need him. They're doing some stuff that they need him, and they need Black Effect Network. And it comes to find out he signed, I think, the biggest deal. We haven't seen anyone get that 9-figure deal except him. He's the first one to get it. So 9-figure deal for Charlamagne the God. And I guess we can start with that, even though I do want to get to this Glock 9 thing. And then we're going to get to the street stuff, too, with the, everybody saying streets is dead. But let's get to this. Charlamagne Forbes. So now, Charlamagne, he, supposedly re-upped, and he kept it quiet, and everybody around him kept it quiet, but he re-upped with iHeartMedia in August, and he re-upped for an astonishing amount of money. $200 million, okay? I don't think anybody else, and I want to give him his props, there's nobody else that I know is touching the hundreds of millions. A lot of people, including me, Joe Buttons, and the Gillies and Wallows. Well, I did hear, there was a rumor that Gilly and Wallow had gotten 100 mil, but we couldn't really ever confirm that. And I think Forbes would have pulled up for the 100 mil. So I think they got tens of million. Just to be fair, I think everybody who has gotten some of these deals, we've all been in the tens of millions, the 8-figure ballpark. But congratulations to Charlamagne. He's now getting NBA franchise player money. This is for 5 years, $200 million. It breaks down to $40 million a year. And if you want to know what that means, it's about what is it? It's about $3 or $4 million. Yeah, it's like 3.5, so $3.5 million a month. Now, if you really want to break it down even further, $3.5 million a month, which is pretty much almost $1 million a week, which means if he's on the Breakfast Club for 5 days, literally 200 per occasion. So every time he's that sounds ridiculous, right? But that is dope, right?
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. This moment hits because it represents leverage, patience, and long-term vision paying off in a major media space. When you hear about Charlamagne securing a $200 million contract connected to the Breakfast Club, it naturally sparks conversation about value, branding, and knowing your worth. People see this as a big flex, not just because of money, but because of what it signals about influence and consistency. This didn't come from one viral moment. It came from years of showing up, shaping conversations, and building a voice people recognize. Some viewers focus on headlines, but others pay attention to the structure behind the deal, ownership conversations, and how platforms evolve when personalities become institutions. It also opens discussion about how media contracts are changing, where traditional boundaries blur and creators negotiate from stronger positions. There's an energy here that motivates people watching, especially those grinding quietly, because it shows that long games can pay off. Make sure to drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.